morning, grade 11. Today, we are not just talking about exercises. We are discovering on how the choices we make with our bodies shape our future, health, and confidence. Whether you love sport and just want to feel your best every day, this lesson will empower you to take control of your own well-being. So, let's get energized and learn how to become stronger, healthier, and resilient. Are you ready? Let's go.
Here are the lesson objectives for today. At the end of the lesson, 85% of the students are expected to identify the concept between exercise activities through interactive digital platform, demonstrate understanding of physical activities using online creation tools to promote health awareness and optimism, show appreciation for the value of different exercise types by sharing personal reflections through online interactive discussion.
Now, before we proceed to our lesson, I'd like to remind you to please make sure that you have gadgets with you, either it's mobile phones, iPad, or tablets, because we will be using some digital tools today. Alright, it seems everyone are now ready. Let's do a quick warm-up. Let's start with a fun activity to get your minds active. And this activity called 4 Picks, 1 Word. So I am going to show you a set of images and your task is to identify the one word that connects all 4 images. And I will only give you 5 seconds to answer. Are you ready? So here are the first 4 images. Time's up. The answer is excellent. The answer is swimming. So here is the second 4 images. Time's up. What is your answer? Very good. The answer is squat. And here are the last 4 images. Time's up. What is your answer? Excellent observation. The answer is jumping rope. Wow, such an awesome energy. But it doesn't end there. Let's move on to our more engaging activity, and this activity called Crazy Puzzle Unlock It. So what you will do is to access the Padlet link provided in your GC, and your task is to unscramble each word by reading its definition and type the correct answer along with its examples. So this activity is to test your prior knowledge about our topic for today. Are you ready? So I will only give you 5 minutes to answer. Excellent work, everyone. Now that you have unlocked these words, let's step back and analyze what you have discovered. So I will be asking you some questions. Which scrambled words was the most challenging to solve and why? Excellent. So both muscle strengthening and bone strengthening was tricky because the letters were too long and could form other combinations. And for the next question, what keywords in each definition that helps you identify the exercise types? For aerobic, what words did you find? Exactly, cardio. What else? Very good, heart rate. What else? Oxygen and breathing. Excellent observation, everyone. And for the next one, muscle strengthening, resistance. Very good. What else? Strength. Very good. What else? Force and lifting. Very good. And for the next one, for bone strengthening, what words did you find? Impact. What else? Very good. Jumping. What else? Weight bearing. Alright, so excellent observation for that, everyone. And for my last question, based on your observation in this activity, what do you think will be our topic for today? Aerobic exercise, what else? Very good. Muscle strengthening. What else? Excellent. Bone strengthening. And our topic for today is aerobic versus muscle strengthening and bone strengthening activities.
And this time, I will discuss about the three types of exercises, which is aerobic exercise, muscle strengthening, and bone strengthening. So first, let us have aerobic exercise. So what is aerobic exercise? Aerobic exercise can be defined as any form of exercise or activity that uses the aerobic metabolism, which means that oxygen is a vital factor in delivering energy to sustain any activity. Benefits includes improved cardiovascular health, reduced body fat, increased flexibility, and increased endurance. Example exercise of aerobic exercise are running, walking, swimming, hiking, and dancing. This aerobic exercise is composed of the three different phases. These phases include warm-up or conditioning, workout or main activity, and cool-down. The first phase of aerobic exercise is warm-up or conditioning phase. This phase is done to prepare the body for a more strenuous activity. It increases blood flow to the muscles and helps the body get familiar with the exercise movements. Doing this decreases the risk of muscle strain and other injuries. The second one is workout or main activity phase. This phase raises the heart rate and increases the amount of oxygen delivered to the muscles. This is how it improves cardiovascular endurance and burns excess body fats. So this includes the primary exercise, which is more strenuous than the warm-up exercise. So some examples of primary exercise are running, biking, and swimming. And the third one is cool-down phase. This is considered very important phase because it helps the body to gradually return to its resting state. Through cool-down exercise, the heart rate and breathing slow down to normal levels after a strenuous exercise done during the workout or main activity. Doing these exercises also reduces the risk of muscle soreness, stiffness, and injury. And now, let's move on to the muscle strengthening activities. Muscle strengthening activities refers to the physical activities that cause the muscles in the body to work more than usual or to hold against an applied weight or force. When done regularly, these activities help make the muscle stronger. During a muscle strengthening activity, some of all the major muscle groups of the body work actively. These include the muscles in the legs, hips, back, chest, abdomen, shoulders, and arms. Muscle strengthening activities involve using body weight as resistance, working with resistance bands, or carrying weights of heavy objects. Benefits of muscle strengthening includes improved bone density, lower risk injuries, and enhanced daily performance. The examples of muscle strengthening activities are push-ups, squats, and abdominal crunches. And down to the last is bone strengthening activities. Bone strengthening activities refers to the physical activities that involve pushing on the bones. The push usually happens when the feet hit the ground, such as during running or walking. When done regularly, bone strengthening activities help the bone grow and get stronger. During a bone strengthening activity, an impact or tension force is produced on the bones, which results in healthy maintenance of bone density. Benefits of bone strengthening activities includes increased strength, improved balance and support for the body, and improved athletic performance.
Examples of bone strengthening activities are weightlifting, jumping rope, playing tennis, and playing basketball. Since we are done with our discussion, I'd like you to apply your knowledge into real-world situations wherein you will use digital tool for this activity, specifically Canva. And this activity called Create and Inspire Digital Health Champions. Your task is to create your visual content that promotes a healthy exercise habits and inspires community to be more active. And you have options of what content you should make, either it's poster making, slogan making, or educational infographic. So in this activity, kindly refer to these rubrics as your guide in creating your campaigns. Excellent work on your digital health campaigns, everyone. Now, it's time to demonstrate what you have learned through a comprehensive assessment, which is a 10 items multiple choice test. So, this will tell me how well you understand and can distinguish the three types of physical activities or exercise. So, you will be taking this assessment that I have sent in your GC. Before you begin, let me give you some important reminders. First, read each question carefully and select the best possible answers from the given choices. Don't rush and take your time to think through each option. Second, answer all items thoroughly because incomplete answers will affect your scores. So make sure that you have answered every question before moving forward. And lastly, review all your answers before submitting because once you submit, you cannot go back to make changes, so make sure to double check all your answers. Understood? Okay, so your 5 minutes time starts now. Excellent work, everyone. But before we move forward, I would like to ask you some questions. How would you explain these three types of physical activities to someone who lives with a sedentary lifestyle? Great answers. The key is to use simple language and use real-life examples that they can relate to. The second question is, how can you encourage your family and community to incorporate these three types of physical activities into their daily routine? Exactly. I love hearing about leading by example, making it fun, and to start with small, right? And the last question is, what types of exercise would you like to try this weekend? That's great. I am looking forward to that class. Since we have discussed, apply, and share this concept in the real world, let us move on to your assignment. And your assignment is called My Weekly Exercise Planner. And this is where you become the expert of your own health and your fitness journey using the digital tools. So let me remind you that your activity is due tomorrow and kindly upload it to our Google Classroom. And remember to be realistic with your plans and include those three types of physical activities we discussed. But before we end our session for today, I know that we have learned that physical activity is not just about going to the gym or playing sports. But physical activities help us to maintain our physical and overall well-being. And more importantly, you have shown me that through your participation and creativity, you understand how this concept can improve not just your physical health, but also your confidence, your academic performance, and your ability to influence others positively. In short, you are becoming into an effective role models. So thank you everyone. So I hope you have learned something meaningful in today's class. So I'll see you next meeting. Bye bye.